Hi, this is Dr. Jaya Vijayan, and here I give you the briefing for Business Practical. As you can see, it is e-business. That means we are not doing anything much in having a booth or selling in a particular location. This is going to be e-business whereby you post something in the online marketing tools and attempt to sell rather than physically conducting a sales practice. Okay? So, this is assignment two. You already been given SSM as the first assignment, and although this has been referred as 4 weeks, I am very sure it will be more than 4 weeks time given. I want to give you the maximum number of time or duration that I possibly can give, so you can complete it without fear of not enough time. And 140 marks, which goes into 35% of all the assessment related to this course, that is UG 2002 technopreneurship. And I'm only given opportunity to group you in 5 to 6 students per group, and that itself, because this batch is having 90 students, it's already going to some 18 groups. So, but I have maintained it to be 5 students, or maybe one or two, or one group having 6 students. Still very low number as possible. That is 5 students per group. And unlike in the previous attempts for this assignment, I have decided to choose the group and also the group leader. Okay? This one, even the grouping done by me, as well as the group leader assigned by me. And I consider the person who is the group leader is to be like a CEO or MD of a particular company, or a company that is to be formed by this group. Okay, so we go about in the real perspective of company being formed, uh, rather than thinking of it as an assignment. Even the product or service that you are intending to make for this assignment should be thought of as really approaching a customer, a prospective customer, rather than for the sake of the assignment. Then you move on. You need to consider the instruction given, and also the rubrics, which we will cover in a while. Very important to look at the rubrics. Therefore, in that perspective, or that after that, you will know how to gather the most amount of marks, rather than not looking at the rubrics at all. So I encourage not only instruction to be followed upon, but also refer to the rubric. Therefore, you will get the most marks that is allocated for the assignment. And then to help you, I have given a URL last year, or rather last semester when I was teaching. I already posted these 40 startup ideas with categories relevant to these 40 ideas. Okay? But now for this semester, I added further 50 profitable small business ideas, which is very much relevant for this year. Okay? maybe last year is right after the pandemic, post-pandemic of COVID-19. But now we already passed that issue, almost negligible when it comes to COVID-19. Therefore, we have gone back to the time where business has been practiced in the usual norms. Therefore, I give you 50 profitable small business ideas for you to consider. Nevertheless, if you do not have any, or rather you have ideas of your own, or for some students who have already existing business, you may also suggest to your group, and if they all agree to adopt this business, then no harm in considering that business idea for assignment of business practical. Okay? But it has to be mutually agreed upon by every member in your group. Right. So once you have this idea, then you can put forward to start it up, delegate the task, and carry on. In the preparation of a number of things you have to submit, you have to have a report, you have to create a poster or infographic or a type of brochure, if you may call it, to actually promote to the prospective customers. You also need to create a video in this assignment, a short video, and also promote either together with the poster or separately in online marketing tools. And then there is also a peer evaluation in order to ensure that every single member of your group actually contributing. Therefore, there is also peer evaluation. Okay? And also been referred here, the product or service can come in variety of product or that has been done previously. It could be food items. Previous your seniors have actually uh, uh, got ideas about food, either which is existing or new product or food altogether. And then some or most of the students, especially the girls, have decided on clothing items to be sold. There were few seniors who already started the company selling this clothing item, so no problem. You can follow or copy that idea, uh, and therefore this assignment can be completed. There is also, from last semester, an idea of drop shipping. I hope you can find out more on what is drop shipping. Basically, it is about not coming up with a tangible product yourself or services, but rather promoting until getting the order for the product or services, and then there will be the another company, and you come in as the sub uh, company or downliner, and then you just provide the order to that main company, and they will be doing everything in sending to the customer once the payment is done. And for your effort, there will be a small cut on what you have done in obtaining customers for the main company. So that's drop shipping, which is becoming encouraging nowadays. Okay. So, what are you supposed to do? You to create these marketing tools. For marketing, either thought of idea of a product, a tangible product or a service, you need to have a poster or promotional image, usually one page, and it has all the information of the product clear, and also will have pricing if it's also having promotion like Raya, Hari Raya promotion or other festival promotion. You can also create in that direction with cheaper pricing or bundling together the product or services. Not only you need to have a poster, you also need to have a promotional video, and this video shouldn't be so long. We are expecting between 30 seconds at the least, or maximum of 1 minute. If you exceed the time, I can always look into penalty to reduce your mark. So ensure that you keep it between this second to 1 minute time duration for the video. So, other than that, make sure the poster and video is actually having a contact person to to reach. Don't have customers puzzle who to call, or as I said, this is meant for a real engagement with the customers out there, not just for the assignment's sake. You create the video as well as the poster, but you are actually engaging with the public to be your customer. Okay? And then you can use all these online marketing platform, which can be anything that you can think of, except that I have limited it from not using Instagram. Not that I'm biased towards it, but I noticed 2 semesters ago when I first started teaching, every group went for Instagram. So I want to have more challenges. So I want you to try all the other identified platform here. Even you can go to WhatsApp or Telegram. There are some of you having business accounts when it comes to WhatsApp or Telegram. So please also go ahead and promote there the video as well as the poster, but ensure that you provide some kind of evidence when it comes to the engagement with these prospective customers. So you must have likes, Facebook, they will like it. So great if you can get it. Sometimes if you create, say, a website, you have, website that no need to pay free, except you won't be able to be people cannot google your website, because that only those who are paid website. Okay. um, you may have comments in your website, so that can be evidence. And also whether direct message, this one referring to emails or responding to your WhatsApp. But I will always, as a marker, I will always have certain doubts whether it has been intentionally created with your friends are the one uh, putting the likes, commenting on your posting. So this has happened before. So I would want a certain legitimate, sincere effort from all of you to actually engage the general public rather than utilizing friends, classmates who are not doing technopreneurship. So I have ways to actually investigate. You will see that that will be enforced. Or if I see any reason it is not legitimate, I will silently deduct certain marks. Okay, and it'll be great. It's not only likes, comments, or whatever messages from the prospective customers, but up to the level of closing. Closing means you actually have got them to buy your so-called idea, product or services, and they are actually happy with the product because you have sent the product to them, and this is accepted to be the customer being satisfied. So the ultimately it has to be until engagement, until closing, but not compulsory. Okay, I hope you understand the meaning of that, right? Uh, Also have ensured, or the management of this course have wanted you to post this poster as well as video much earlier before the submission due date. So the you need to ensure on the 9th of November already up and posted or before. Okay, and then it has to stay on being posted to be seen by the general public uh, up to the 9th of December. So till week 8. So I'm gonna post this assignment in week 2. So for week 2 until week 8, needs to be up there, your advertisement to be present until week 8. And when you're supposed to submit, you're supposed to submit on week 6, okay, which is 23rd of November. The reason it's supposed to be available until week 8, I will be starting to mark your assignment, and therefore I might require to see the posting up to this week 8. You don't remove it until week 8, and if you want to keep it there, okay, but make sure no customer call you for a product and you don't have the product to give to them. Okay, right. So these are the dates you should know. That is 9th of November. The poster, promotional poster, should be up, seen by the public as well as myself, and it should be remaining up to the 9th of December, which is week 8. And then don't forget the crucial submission date for the report and all other items as appendix included by 23rd of November 2022, which is week 6. Let's move on in understanding about the report itself, what you need to submit. Looks like you need to submit in the report. Doesn't matter how many pages. Effective summary, which up to 250 words. Don't try not to go beyond that. And then you need to have an introduction. I already put here some information about the introduction. Ensure you talk about which of the 40 categories or 40 ideas that you have chosen, or the latest one, 50 small business idea, or your own idea, or already an existing business of your own. Okay, and then the activity itself, how you created the poster, what effort you've done to make the poster. Some will include some storyboard for the video, okay, and other relevant information on how you made this poster, the video, and then how you engage with the potential customers. And then this engagement activity provide all the evidences about screenshot, whether likes, comment, or whatever that you think you can convince me to think that you have managed to engage with the customers, and I am actually accepting what you have done related to this business practical assignment. Okay? And conclusion recommendation should be in line with what has been described here. And finally, references. It says here must have minimum of 5 references. If it is a journal or book, provide it in a correct referencing system, APA or Vancouver style, to be looked into. If you have only websites, sometimes you want to put the influencer website or YouTube video, provide it accordingly, and that the link is still there for me to actually view as well when I click on it. Eh? It can be anything as been referred here. It's not only references, they call it, as you will see in the rubrics, it's called reflections. Okay? Right. Other than that, make sure you construct the whole report with your own words rather than using seniors one. I have ways to find out whether it is from previous student. So careful. I will again, in a silent way, reduce marks, and don't complain if that happens, because we lecturers ways to find out whether this is a repeat or improvement from previous work, rather than being your original work. Okay. And the rest, I think we can talk or describe more on the rubrics. Of course, reporting format, just highlighted here the fact, can you include your photo, because I also would like to see who you are. Not much I'm engaging with the person face to face, because this class is online. This whole semester is going to be online. So this is my opportunity to know who the students, how the face of the student, by including photo. Okay. Right. Don't forget this. I will definitely remind you of the submission due date. Okay. Let's look at other matters concerned by looking at the rubrics. Look like the rubrics got four. You have the report, you have the video, poster, and also peer evaluation. All will be 140 marks, 100%. And this is on the uh, report. Report, and looks like it gathers the most marks, 80 marks, with 20% from 35 percent. So ensure your report is done accordingly to these rubrics. Do not just do the report, do the video, do the poster without looking at the rubrics. Then you will be at loss. Okay? So the report should have executive summary, and here shown here how you should look into the executive summary, and how I will mark is either you fall to be 5 marks, that is having a clearly explain all the elements, comprehensive. So I will look at that. If it's there, I for sure will give you 5 marks. If it's very poor, it could be in this line, or in between 0 to 5. So check out where you fall and you complete your executive summary. Uh, then you have introduction as well, same 0 to 5. Have a look. What could be, where do you fall? If you feel you initially have fallen to say at 3, look how you can improve it to be 5 for each of these element. Storyboard is also, as I said, say you are building the video, how you would have planned it is the storyboard. Previously, the seniors gave small boxes, say 6 boxes, on how they build the planning to make the video. That's a storyboard. Okay, and then uh, marketing activity. You also have engagement. Engagement has a bit of uniqueness. Some may not have likes. It's okay. It's not your fault. But if you have likes, YouTube got likes, right? Facebook got likes. So make sure if there is such marketing tools being used by you, if you want to get the maximum marks for that, make sure, for instance, more than 60 likes, not fall at the lower level, then the marks will be deducted. If no likes, provide other evidences instead. And then, of course, again, I have to stress upon, don't get your friends to like it lah. Rather, real potential customers to you engage, and they press like. Rather, we all know, lecturers know how ways of you trying to get by in getting the maximum marks, or just getting by finishing the assignment, because we've been teaching for many years. Okay. And then you have references, or rather, and reflection. If you have influencer, it will be reflections only. So find a way to put it into the references section. If it's references from books, scholarly material, then make sure it is APA, how you cite, or Vancouver style of citation. Then I can give you maximum marks. But as been said here, ensure more than three resources of influencer, if not five references and above. Okay, let's look at other video. We are video making. This is the rubrics, and this also carries some percentage. Looks like 8% and 32 marks. 8% of the whole business practical. Okay. So it has components such as pitching, how well you have used the video to convince the customer to uh, get into liking your product. That is pitching. Pitching is not easy. We actually have another assignment called pitching. There you will see pitching for financial assistance is stressed upon. But here, how you going to pitch to the customer who don't know at all your product, or don't know you, to be convinced to influence to engage with you. That's what you are trying to do. So that also has 0 scale to 5. Try to uh, perform well enough to get maximum marks. And then also here the storyboard, you can read about it, how you want to demonstrate, how the planning goes, the storyboard, in small boxes, how you plan to make the video will be the storyboard. Okay. And all other methods, even creativity, you creative enough? Are you using digital enhancement? Is there any one of your members belonging to ICT computer degree they're taking? Then they can improve, enhance the video, although it's only 30 seconds to 1 minute. How can they make it with high level of advancement to the video, or is it dull, boring video without any improvement when it comes to technology of ICT, or whether no expert within your group, you learn to make the video very interesting and also catchy, and getting the interest of customers. Okay. Copyright, let me explain. Actually, when you make the video, you are using certain pictures, or you're taking people who are strangers without permission. So this one, uh, for the past 3 semesters, I realized a bit difficult. There's something called Creative Commons also. When you take a figure, a graph, are you taking it with permission? So I will decide upon this. I realize even though I stress upon it, there are still some of you have taken pictures, figures, even capturing strangers without their permission. So you can provide evidence that you actually done permission wise and all that. Yeah, you can do very well here. Otherwise, I think overall everybody will do badly when it comes to this copyright method. Okay. Duration of video, make sure it's 30 seconds, but not minimum of 30 seconds, but not exceeding 1 minute. Okay. So that's on the rubrics on video. The poster also got rubrics, as you can see, and looks like it carries 2%, 8 marks only. Very little, but still, whatever marks you want to gather, better obtain it for good grades. Okay. And it should have content, how you organize the content. Is it appealing, the poster? Usually just, one page. Don't make a very long, PDF, few pages. Who will be watching that kind of poster for customers? So you must think in the sense that you are the customer. How will the poster should be in introducing your service or product? It should be appealing, definitely. Then only they will carry on reading up to the bottom. This I have noticed there is a lot of grammar issue or spelling issue, typo, and I have penalized before to your seniors. So it's all up to you how well you prepare your poster. And then make sure there is also contact info, because this is actually engaging a real public itself. So if you don't have any contact number, then it's not taking it seriously. And let's look at the last part, which is peer evaluation. And this also got some marks, as you can see. And you can see that image or poster you make is not as much marks as for peer evaluation. It is quite high, 5%, 20 marks. So looks like how you work together as a team seems to be relevant here. Make sure you contribute to the completion of business practical assignment, because peer evaluation does contribute to your own grading rather than for the team, because this one a way of making the final marks given for peer evaluation to vary from one member to the other within the group. And I have this Excel, which is automatically will calculate once I key in the peer evaluation marks. And then you can see you need to how you contribute in the report making, how you contribute in the video making is the stress is being stressed upon for peer evaluation. So how do I ensure you do the peer evaluation when you are not present physically in actually the class, and also in submission wise? So how I've been practicing is how I've been doing it for the past few semesters. I use a Google form. It's already prepared. So I will post the Google form once in a while in the WhatsApp group. From there, you can actually evaluate your group members either in the handphone. But I think you use your computer, because you have to type in their name, their ID, and then followed by many parameters to give them grading. Uh, and that is the one I will use finally to give you the final marks compared to the marks that you will obtain for report, video, as well as the poster. And then the marks for one person to another person in a group changes because of the evaluation. Right. So that's my briefing. It's already taken some 30 minutes to be done, and I will post this video in the Google Classroom in the form of YouTube. So please view it. You view it. You don't have to view from 0 minute up to 30 minutes. Just go to where it is relevant, and repeatedly view it if you have certain doubts, rather than me briefing to you in the class and you going lost somehow. Rather, it's best to have a video rather than me briefing in the classroom. That's it. I hope it's helpful, and I see you in the class.